The origin of the English word engineering may be traced back to two Latin words, ingenium, which means cleverness, and ingeniare, which means to devise. Since the dawn of time, people have been putting their ingenuity to use by conceiving, designing, and building tools and devices that aid in the resolution of daily challenges. There are a lot of amazing examples of civil engineering projects throughout the world, but the ones that make our list are the ones that have stood the test of time. Number 10. The causeway across Lake Pontchartrain. The length of the Lake Pontchartrain Causeway in Louisiana, which is 23.83 miles, 38.35 kilometers, makes it possible to travel the whole length of Lake Pontchartrain. Even though it wasn't accessible to the public until 1959, the Golden Gate Bridge still holds the record for the longest stretch of non-stop bridge across water in the entire world. Because the causeway is held up by 9,500 piles and is extremely sturdy, it has only sustained a negligible amount of damage from big hurricanes and storms. This is true in comparison to any other causeway in the world. Number 9. Burj Khalifa in Dubai. The Burj Khalifa in Dubai, which has a height of 829.8 meters, is now the highest structure that has ever been constructed. The buttress core is a structural engineering system with a hexagonal core that helps to support higher buildings than have ever been built before. It was inspired by the very tall design of the skyscraper that was being constructed. In honor of the ruler of Dubai, who was also the president of the United Arab Emirates, the project was given the name Burj Khalifa, and its design was influenced by the geometric patterns and spatial organization of Islamic architecture. The construction of the building set the owner back $1.5 billion. The structure has played a significant role in various works of popular culture, including Mission, Impossible Ghost Protocol, 2011, and Independence Day, Resurgence, 2016, both of which showcase the building. The Burj Khalifa has shattered several other records, including the record for the skyscraper with the most floors, which it now holds at 211, and it has garnered a great deal of praise from citizens, engineers, and architects. Number 8. The Channel Tunnel in England. The shore of Kent in the United Kingdom and Pas de Calais in France are both connected by the English Channel Tunnel. With a length of 23.5 miles, 37.9 kilometers, its underwater passageway is the longest of any tunnel in the world. It is 115 meters, 380 feet below sea level at its deepest point, which is 75 meters, 250 feet below the seabed at its deepest point. It is the largest transportation system of its sort in the entire world because it is meant to accommodate high-speed passenger trains like the Eurostar, international cargo trains, and a shuttle for road cars. It was the most costly project in history when it opened its doors in 1994 with a staggering total cost of £9 billion sterling, £9 billion. Even though other building projects in recent years have had a higher total cost, it is still considered to be one of the engineering accomplishments that has ever had the highest worth. Number 7. The Bridge to the Golden Gate. Many people believe that the Golden Gate Bridge is among the most stunning bridges that can be found anywhere in the globe. This project is a suspension bridge that is 1 mile long and costs $27 million. It crosses a strait and connects the city of San Francisco to the county of Marin. It was the longest suspension bridge in the world when it debuted in 1937, and it held that title for almost 3 decades. The American Society of Civil Engineers recognized the bridge as one of the most recognizable and significant emblems of the United States and named it a wonder of the modern world. The bridge is also one of the most important icons of the United States. Number 6. The Hoover Dam. The Hoover Dam is a gravity dam in the form of a concrete arch that was built in the Black Canyon of the Colorado River during the height of the Great Depression. Lake Mead, which is the largest reservoir in the United States, was created as a result of the construction of the Hoover Dam. Because it was such a massive undertaking, it required the creation of several makeshift villages to house the tens of thousands of people that contributed to its completion. The dam was finished in 5 years, 2 years earlier than it was scheduled to be finished, and it was given the name of former President Herbert Hoover. The construction of the dam cost the equivalent of more than $660 million. Number 5. The Itapu Dam. The Itapu Dam is located on the Parana River, on the international boundary between Brazil and Paraguay. This mega dam is responsible for the generation of an incredible 103,098,366 megawatt-hours (MWA) of hydroelectric power, making it the most productive dam in the world in terms of this metric. Although it creates so much electricity that there is surplus energy for Paraguay, which is transported back to Brazil, the energy that is produced by the dam is distributed evenly between Paraguay and Brazil. Number 4. The Brooklyn Bridge. In addition to being one of the oldest bridges in the United States, the Brooklyn Bridge holds the distinction of being the world's first steel wire suspension bridge. By spanning the East River, this bridge, which was finished in 1883, provides a connection between the boroughs of Manhattan and Brooklyn. John August Roebling and his son Washington Roebling, who took over management of the project when John August Roebling became ill, were the two generations of engineers who were responsible for designing and constructing the bridge. The construction of it set us back $15.5 million. After 30 years of residence in the area referring to it by that name, the New York and Brooklyn Bridge had its name legally changed to the Brooklyn Bridge in 2003. Before that, it was also known as the East River Bridge, since it first opened its doors. Number 3. The Colosseum in Rome. The Colosseum in Rome is the largest amphitheater that has ever been constructed and is often considered to be one of the most recognizable buildings in the world. This building is about 2,000 years old and has a seating capacity of between 50,000 and 80,000 people, making it approximately the same size as many contemporary stadiums. This structure, which can be found in the center of ancient Rome, Italy, served as a venue for the Roman residents' many forms of recreational activity. It has been discussed in several academic works and works of fiction, and it has appeared in countless examples of popular culture. Number 2. The Great Wall of China in Chinese. The Great Wall of China is recognized as one of the 7 wonders of the world and is consistently ranked as one of the top tourist destinations around the world. Its history dates back more than 2,000 years. The Chinese call it Chang, which can be translated as either wall or city, even though it is more commonly referred to as the Great Wall in Western cultures. Because of the close relationship that exists between China's cities and its walls, the two are referred to by the same name. Therefore, what we refer to as the Great Wall is known as the Long City and the Long Wall in China. The Great Wall of China may be traced from Dandong in the country's east to Lop Lake in the country's west. The length of the complete wall with all of its several extensions is 13,171 miles. There is no way to tell for certain how much it would have cost to construct the wall, but according to recent estimates, the price tag would have been somewhere in the range of $13 billion and $65 billion. Number 1. The Great Pyramid of Giza in Egypt. The Great Pyramid of Giza is one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world, and even though it is the oldest of the structures, it has suffered very little damage throughout its existence. It is the largest of the 3 pyramids that make up the Giza Pyramid complex, and for more than 3,800 years, it held the title of being the highest structure ever built. In addition, according to the estimates of the specialists, the current equivalent would run about $5 billion to create. Do you like it? Kindly give your valuable response in our comment section below, and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel for more interesting and informative videos.